Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. I listened to the debate with an open mind, willing to criticise the government if need be, especially if it were to fail my constituents on the Isle of Wight. However, the more I've listened, the more I believe that it is in our interest that universal credit goes ahead, and I notice that the opposition supports this in principle. Apart from the relentless negativity, there were a couple of sensible suggestions. I echo what the Honourable Member for Birmingham Yardley said in relation to domestic violence and split payments. Will he look into this? We need to be aware about those people who are in an especially vulnerable position, and I'll work with White Dash, our domestic abuse centre on the island, who I saw very recently, to understand their specific concerns. More generally, there is the potential for financial hardship in the 6-week transition period. I understand the principle, but if you have no money, you have no money, regardless of whether the principle is a good one or not. So I will join that chorus of asking the Minister to do all he can to make sure that people throughout the UK and on my island who are transferring onto universal credits know that they can be paid money in advance with emergency payments on the same day. Will he consider increasing that advance from, let's say, half to 3/4, so the principle of the loan remains, but a little bit more money goes into gearing the system up for success? I'll do all that I can to work with my local groups to make sure that we are ready. Some islanders have been on universal credit since last year, some won't be affected to 2019, but a lot are coming onto the system in May and June. And the most important thing that we can do is to make sure that we are ready for that, so we get the maximum amount of upside from universal credits and all the fantastic support work that goes on around it to enable people to take chances. But will he work with me to make sure that we minimise any potential negative effects as well? Thank you.
Rodder.